From the music world, R&B legend D'Angelo has passed.
The world of soul music woke up to heartbreaking news. D'Angelo, the Grammy-winning legend behind timeless hits like Brown Sugar and Untitled, How Does It Feel, has suddenly passed away at the age of 51. Fans everywhere are struggling to accept it. His voice was one of a kind, his presence electric, and his influence deep. But now, that voice has gone silent. Reports confirm that D'Angelo, whose real name was Michael Eugene Archer, died after quietly battling pancreatic cancer. His passing was confirmed by family and close sources, with tributes already flooding social media from fans and fellow artists who grew up on his music. For those who remember his early years, D'Angelo wasn't just a singer. He was a movement. Coming out of Richmond, Virginia, he redefined what soul could sound like in the modern era. When Brown Sugar dropped in 1995, the industry didn't know what hit it. His mix of gospel, funk, and smooth rhythm made people fall in love with that new genre everyone started calling neo-soul. It wasn't just music, it was emotion, raw and unfiltered. His voice made you feel things. Then came Voodoo in 2000, which gave the world Untitled, How Does It Feel? A song that became iconic not only for its music, but for the message it carried about sensuality, vulnerability, and truth. But behind that confident voice and smooth charm was a man who carried a lot of weight on his shoulders. People close to D'Angelo have revealed that he struggled deeply with fame. He wasn't comfortable being turned into a sex symbol. The success of Untitled became both a blessing and a burden. He wanted people to see the soul in his music, not just the image on the screen. That pressure reportedly pushed him into long breaks from the spotlight. During those quiet years, few people knew what he was going through. The isolation, the inner battles, the health scares that eventually led to his tragic end. According to family statements, D'Angelo had been fighting pancreatic cancer privately for some time. Only a few close friends and collaborators knew the reality of how serious it was. In the last few months, he was said to have been in hospice care, surrounded by loved ones. A source close to him told reporters that even in his final weeks, he was listening to old records, writing short melodies, and talking about releasing something new with his longtime collaborator, Raphael Saadiq. That shows you who D'Angelo truly was, an artist until his very last breath. His family's official statement described his passing as the dimming of a shining star, adding that they were grateful for the legacy of beautiful, heartfelt music he left behind. They also asked fans to respect their privacy while celebrating his memory through his songs. That's exactly what people have been doing. Social media has been filled with tributes from both fans and celebrities. Beyoncé, Lauryn Hill, Jamie Foxx, and Jill Scott among them, all sharing emotional messages about what D'Angelo's music meant to them. His voice shaped an entire generation of R&B and soul. He didn't just sing songs, he told stories, and every lyric carried emotion that listeners could feel deep down. The news also carries a heartbreaking layer of tragedy. Earlier this year, D'Angelo's former partner and fellow soul singer, Angie Stone, passed away. The two shared a son, and now, within the same year, that son has lost both of his parents. It's a reminder of how fragile life really is, even for the people who seem larger than life. The grief from fans isn't just about losing an artist. It's about losing a voice that healed hearts, comforted souls, and made people believe in love again. D'Angelo's story was always one of complexity. He disappeared from the public eye for years at a time, often wrestling with personal demons and addiction. Yet when he came back in 2014 with Black Messiah, the world was reminded of his genius. That album wasn't just music, it was a message. It carried themes of race, politics, spirituality, and hope. It showed that D'Angelo wasn't just about love songs. He was about life, struggle, and awakening. Fans waited nearly 14 years for that comeback, and he delivered something timeless. That's the kind of artist he was, one who moved at his own pace, never rushing to fit into the industry's rhythm. In the end, D'Angelo's legacy isn't just defined by awards or chart numbers. It's about the feeling he gave people. When you listened to Brown Sugar, you felt the groove. When you heard Cruisin', you smiled. When Untitled played, the world stopped for a few minutes. That's power, the kind that only a handful of artists ever achieve. He was the heartbeat of neo-soul, a genre that blended the wisdom of the past with the emotion of the present. Artists like Erykah Badu, Maxwell, and Raphael Saadiq walked alongside him in that era. But D'Angelo was always the mysterious one, the quiet storm who spoke through his art instead of words. As fans process his passing, there's also talk about an unreleased project he had been working on. Sources say that D'Angelo was preparing to surprise fans with new material in 2025. Raphael Saadiq recently mentioned that the singer had been experimenting with live instruments and a more spiritual sound, reflecting his growth and introspection. Sadly, that project may never see the light of day, or perhaps it will someday as his final gift to fans. Either way, his creative spark never went out, even when his body grew weak. Tributes continue to pour in from across the globe. On social media, messages like "Rest in Soul," "The Messiah has gone home," and "Thank you for the music, King" are trending. Music critics have described his influence as immeasurable, calling him one of the few who truly understood the roots of soul and reshaped it for the modern world. Even younger artists like Frank Ocean, Anderson.Paak, and H.E.R. have credited D'Angelo as one of their biggest inspirations. He was that bridge between the old-school soul of Marvin Gaye and the new-age R&B of today. His sudden death also brings renewed attention to pancreatic cancer, one of the most silent yet deadly diseases. It often goes undetected until it's too late, and that's exactly what happened here. People close to D'Angelo said he chose not to make his illness public because he didn't want pity or sympathy. He wanted people to remember him through his art. That's how private he was. Even in pain, he put music first. As the world mourns him, the message from his family is simple: celebrate his life, play his music, and keep his spirit alive. And that's probably what D'Angelo would have wanted. He once said in an old interview that music was his way of praying, of speaking to something bigger than himself. Maybe that's what he's doing now, somewhere beyond this world, still singing, still healing, still teaching. D'Angelo's story reminds us that real artistry isn't about fame, but about feeling. He didn't chase trends. He didn't need flashy visuals or viral moments. He let the music speak, and it spoke louder than anything else. That's what made him timeless. His voice was pure, his soul was deep, and his legacy will live on for generations to come. The world may have lost a man, but his music will never die. So as we say goodbye to one of the greatest voices of our time, let's do it the way he would have wanted, with music, memory, and meaning. If D'Angelo's songs ever touched your heart, take a moment tonight to play one. Let that voice fill your room one more time. Let it remind you of love, of soul, of truth, because that's what he gave us. And that's what will stay forever. This has been HP News, remembering the life and legacy of D'Angelo, a true king of soul. May he rest in peace, and may his songs echo through time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates and tributes as we continue to celebrate legends who shaped music forever.